Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today, we're going to review the next Member's Choice watch, the Citizen Promaster NY0085-19E. Let's start the wrist check. I'm wearing the Seiko SNJ031 Safari. This is my only other certified dive watch. And Gregor's wearing my Casio Duro Marlin on the new strap I just bought from AliExpress. So if you haven't seen my latest unboxing, that's where I unboxed it. Gregor asked 3PO about his time translating for Jabba the Hutt. He said Jabba was interviewing a new chef who went on and on about what a great cook he was and how he knew thousands of recipes. Jabba asked him if he would make stir-fried Andorian. The chef was appalled and said he would do no such thing. So Jabba said, "I see, you talk the talk, but you won't walk the Ewok." Let's take a look at the watch. Most of you haven't seen this watch yet because you didn't see my unboxing video, because only members get to see my unboxing videos. But here it is. And there's really not much to the box. This isn't exactly a Citizen Deluxe or anything. So you just get your basics. You get your international guarantee, but I bought this watch from Joma Shop, which is a gray market dealer, so you don't get the Citizen warranty, you get the Joma Shop warranty. And then here's the hang tag, but that's it. Not much to the box. But here is the watch. This watch was voted on by the Members' Choice members, and actually it was a tie, so I broke the tie. This is the first Citizen Promaster on my channel. This is a diver's watch with an apostrophe S, which means it is a true ISO 6425 certified dive watch and one of the more affordable true divers in this price range since Seiko has discontinued the SKX. Yes, most of us watch enthusiasts do not need a certified diver, but then again, what does need have to do with it? This is the second Member's Choice watch, meaning that it was voted on by the few paid members of my channel. When I started the Member's Choice program, the hope was that the watches would get progressively more valuable as the pool of membership dues grew. However, at the time of this review, there are only 4 members, so this watch is actually less valuable than the last one, the Orient Neo Classic Sports. Citizen makes all kinds of colorways and also has bracelet options. I chose the strap because it kept the watch in the price range that I needed. Plus, I wanted to compare the strap to the rubber strap of my other certified dive watch, the Seiko Safari. The watch is 40.8 millimeters at the bezel, but 42 millimeters at the case. Has a 46.7 millimeter lug-to-lug, which is probably why this watch doesn't even seem like a 42. It's 12.6 millimeters thick, which isn't bad for an automatic. Has a 20 millimeter lug width, but if you see that, the strap extends past the lugs. So it's really 23 millimeters at the strap, and it tapers down to 20. And it weighs 99 grams on the supplied polyurethane strap. The bezel is a 60-click unidirectional with an aluminum insert. And the action's wonderful. This is some of the best bezel action I've ever felt. The clicks are big and solid. There's absolutely no back play. Very good bezel action. Really pleased with that. And then we have the dial. Let me move the hands out of the way so we can see it properly. You would think that after all these years I would have prepared for that, but I didn't. All right, so we got the hands out of the way, and I gotta do this left-handed because this is a left side crown. So anyway, here's the dial. As you can see, it's black with no sunburst effect. We have the Citizen name up top, and then it says automatic divers with the apostrophe S, 200 meters down below, and then it gives you this little Promaster symbol. And then we have the Wristshot chapter ring with the minute markers. And then we have the applied Lume indices. This is a Citizen, so we have those 12 o'clock underpants index. And then we have trapezoids at the 6 and the 9, and then we have dots everywhere else. And then we have the hands. We have a arrow tip minute hand, and I don't know what you call this hour hand. And then we have a second hand that has a Lume lollipop counterbalance. I always like it better when they have the lollipop at the end, because when you see it at night, you're looking at the exact opposite of what the second is really pointing to. And then we have a day date at the 3 o'clock, and there is a small index right next to the day date. And as you can see, the day date wheel is color matched. So that's always a nice touch. Then we have a signed screw down crown, and it's on the left side. Once again, I don't know why they do that. They only do that on the automatics. They don't do that on the eco drives. Only the automatics. And I don't know if it's a feature of the movement that they have to do that. I don't think so, though. It just seems kind of odd. It's an 8000 series movement, the 8204. And I don't know of any other watch that would have the crown on the other side using this movement, but then again, I don't know. Maybe it's just so you notice the automatic when you see that left-hand crown. And the thread action's fine. It unscrews nice. There's not a huge pop, though, when you unscrew it. And like anything, it's easier just to turn the watch upside down and screw it in with your right hand. And the threads do catch right away. And there's not a lot of, you don't make a lot of turns to thread it back down. But it seems fine. I just wish it was on the right side. I don't know why they did it this way. Then we have the crystal. The crystal is mineral glass. And seems fine. Basically, a Seiko in this price range too would have glass also. They call it Hardlex. So you're not going to get sapphire on a Citizen in this price. And then we have the case. The case is a brushed on the top, polished on the sides. And it's a nice looking case. It looks like it's polished on the bottoms too. It's fairly thin for what you get. A lot of the thickness comes from the bezel and the case back. And let's take a look at the case back. The case back is a screw down. And they put right there, do not open, service center, repair only. So I don't know if that means if you open it yourself, if it's going to void the warranty. But since I got it from Joma Shop, I don't have a Citizen warranty anyway. And I don't know if Joma Shop would actually void your warranty if you opened it up because it says not to. But it's basically an 8000 series Miyota, so I don't know why they would put that there other than they just don't want you to open it up. Then it says stainless steel right there. Citizen Watch Company. Diver's watch, 200 meters. And that gives you a bunch of numbers. Underneath the case back is the Miyota 8204. Now, if you look at the bottom of the dial, though, it says 8203. So how do I know it's an 8204 when I didn't open the case back? Well, it's because an 8203 does not hack and an 8204 does. And as you can see, it hacks. So that's the biggest difference between an 8204 and an 8203. An 8203 does not hack, plus an 8204 has an additional 2 hours of power reserve. You have 42 instead of 40. Plus the 8203 has been discontinued. So this is a 21 joule 3 hertz movement that hand winds, hacks, and has a unidirectional rotor that spins freely in one direction, and you can really hear it spinning. Well, you can't hear it on my phone, but you can really hear it spinning when you wear it. So Jody from Just One More Watch would complain about that. He hates rotor noise. I don't care. So let's go ahead and put it on the Timegrapher and see how it's doing. Here it is on the Timegrapher. It looks like we're doing about plus 10. And sometimes 0. So it's varying between 0 and plus 10. And as you can see, we have 0.1 milliseconds beat error. Now it's doing 0 again. And now we got a plus 12. So it's kind of all over the place, but it's still fairly accurate, and at least it's fast and not slow. Like I always say, if it's a hacking movement, you want it to be fast and not slow, because you can just hack it and wait for time to catch up, where the slow watch, you have to move the hands. Then we have the strap. The strap is a polyurethane. Some of the places say rubber, but it's not rubber. It's polyurethane. Polyurethane is a plastic. The difference between plastic and resin is plastic is petroleum-based and resin is plant-based. And the strap looks nice, but it's very stiff, especially compared to my Seiko there. It's worlds difference. The Seiko is much softer and much more comfortable. Now we do have little holes for breathing on both sides of the watch. And you do have these little flexible things, but they're not very flexible. And then you have a buckle. The buckle is not signed. Does the job, but there's nothing special about it. And then you have two keepers, no little plastic nibs there to keep it in place. But I'm not very happy with the strap. It's just way too stiff. Maybe I've been spoiled with this Seiko and its nice soft strap. But the Seiko strap just blows this away. And I know this isn't a comparison video, but not happy with the strap. Plus there's no quick release and there's no drilled lugs. So to change the strap, you have to get a tool and you have to scratch up your watch to do it. So it would have been nice for some quick release or drilled lugs. Here's the watch at my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice. It wears nice. Once again, it doesn't feel like a 42 millimeter. It feels more like a 40. I have 4 notches left. So you can wear this 8.5. But unfortunately, though, that's really too short, because you need an extra 2 notches for a diver's extension. So on my Seiko here, I have 6 notches left. Here I have 4. So this is the Seiko strap is basically 2 notches bigger. And once again, that takes the place of a diver's extension. So you can go over a wetsuit. So it would have been nice if the strap would have been a little bit longer. Here we are in the Lume room. A certified diver needs good Lume to meet standards, especially the minute hand and Lume pip. As we speed up the time, it looks like we have the blue glow of BGW9, except for the Lume pip, which is more of a green C3 color. As time goes by, everything has hardly faded and is still looking very good. This is excellent Lume indeed. I was so impressed with the Lume that I decided to compare it with my other certified dive watch, the Seiko SNJ031 Safari. As we speed up the time, both watches are about neck and neck. So basically, this Citizen has Lume just as good as my Seiko, so that is very impressive. What do I like about this watch? Excellent bezel action. Awesome Lume, as good as my Seiko. Plus, it's an ISO 6425 certified diver that I paid less than $200 for. What are my grapes and groans? The polyurethane strap is stiff and should be longer for a diver. Why do they put a left-handed crown on these automatic Promasters? Especially when they don't put it left-handed on the EcoDrive ones. And there's no quick release or drilled lugs. Do I recommend this watch? Sure. An ISO 6425 certified diver for under $2 is a great bargain. You just might want to get a better strap for it. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Citizen Promaster NY0085-19E. And I will be back with another review or unboxing. if you like this watch, I left a link for JomaShop. I do not have an affiliate link, so I will not get a commission. But as of now, JomaShop is still probably the best place you can get this watch, price-wise. Once again, remember, though, you're going to lose the 5-year warranty if you get it from JomaShop. So if you care about the 5-year warranty, you might want to get it from an authorized dealer. But I am not going to leave a link to an authorized dealer. And this is a member's choice watch, so that means after this review, I will put it up for sale. And whatever I make off of this and then adding it to the members due is what I will use for the price range for the next member's choice selection. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.